This week, we've been at an investor show here in Ireland. We've had the opportunity to meet so many of you, plus plenty of new faces who hadn't even thought about investing in gold and silver before they spotted the GoldCore stand. Sometimes it's easy to get bogged down in the details as to why you should own gold or the best way to go about it. And this week was great for us. It brought things back to the very first questions people have when they first become aware of companies like GoldCore and investing in bullion. So rather than chat about interest rates, inflation, the yield curve or central banks, I'm going to answer the most commonly asked questions that we heard this week. So first up, how can I trust GoldCore? Now, this is a really good question. Of course, people want to know how and if they can trust us. You want to know if you can trust us because not only are you looking to spend money with us, but you're most likely looking at buying gold with us because you've lost trust in the banking system and other mainstream financial institutions. So how do you go about working out if you can trust us? Well, first up, legacy speaks for an awful lot. We've been in business for over 20 years, since 2013. We were founded in Dublin, and that's where our head office remains. In the last 20 years, we've grown both our team members, our clients, and our offices, and we have locations in Ireland, the UK, and the US. You can also take a look at our reviews. Your reviews do far more to hold companies to high standards and maintaining trust than anything else. The fact that we have been trusted by more than 16,000 clients from around the world speaks wonders. So why don't you see what they have to say about us on our eComie page? There you'll see some very positive client testimonials. You'll also see that these not only praise our exceptional customer service, but also our transparency and adherence to high industry standards. So why don't you see for yourself? Check out goldcore.com or head to our eComie page. Now, second up, are you regulated? No, we're not. And that's because we don't need to be. Bullion is not a regulated product. Regulation for bullion investing is different from how stocks, shares, and trading of other securities are regulated. And this is because ownership of precious metals in a vault is treated differently from contractual securities offered by online brokers. Now, physical gold and silver investment grade bars and coins are not financial instruments or products. When you buy these assets with us, you're buying the assets. You own them and you decide how you would like to manage them, i.e. hold them in storage or take delivery of them. We don't trade anything for you, reinvest anything, manage your portfolio or anything like that. Now, of course, we have to abide by the regulations that are designed to prevent money laundering, fraud and other illicit activities, but there is no regulation in regards to consumer activities specifically related to the sale of bullion. And just because we're not regulated by financial institutions does not mean that we don't have to abide by laws and hold incredibly high standards when it comes to the likes of security, client funds, anti-money laundering checks and due diligence. Now, one major acknowledgement of our commitment to high standards is our affiliate LBMA membership. The LBMA, or the London Bullion Market Association, is the independent authority for precious metals. An LBMA membership is a real testament to the legacy and respect a company carries in the precious metals markets. The LBMA keeps a close eye on their members, regularly auditing them to make sure that they are in line with their due diligence policy, and that you can read all about on their website. Now, the third question we heard a lot of was, will I get my money back? Well, as with any investment, there are no guarantees. However, one thing that we can guarantee when you buy gold and silver with GoldCore is that no matter what happens to the price, you will still have a bullion bar or coin at the end of it. Because once you buy that asset, then it's not going anywhere. It's yours. Now, of course, we don't think or expect the price will go to zero. It would take some doing and events unheard of and never experienced before in order for that to go to zero. Gold and silver have always had value. But they are assets that are affected by multiple factors and they are traded 24 hours a day. So of course, the price can go up and down. When you buy physical bullion, you need to see it as a long-term investment. It's not there in your portfolio for any quick wins. In many ways, you just need to buy it and park it. When we make investments, we really don't know which ones will be the winners and which ones will be the losers. But there are two things that we can be sure of. Diversification is key, and bullion is the oldest form of investment known to man. Diversifying in gold is very important and a must-have because it holds its value and it has outlasted every central bank decision, every war, every new fandangled investment product. It's seen it all. The magnitude and diversity of the issues we currently face, both at home and on a global level, will not be resolved in a way that will escape our attention. You will be glad that you have gold in your portfolio in the coming months and years ahead. When asking yourself this question, you also need to ask why you're looking to invest in gold. The likely chances are that you're doing it because you want to diversify, but also because it's financial insurance. Yes, the price is affected by economic activity and the likes, but gold is known to reduce volatility in a portfolio. It protects returns, and it is insurance against the sorts of products and events that are high risk. And what was the final question we heard this week? Am I too late to buy gold? Well, right now, gold is near all-time highs, so understandably right now, it might seem a bit expensive. However, gold often performs well during economic and global uncertainty, and that is where we are right now. Nothing seems to be calming down or improving. And of course, short term, it is tricky to say if gold would be a better buy today or tomorrow, but it won't be so significant a difference in price that in a couple of years' time, you'll wish you'd waited 24 hours. Predicting short-term price movements is challenging to say the least, but many investors buy gold for long-term stability anyway. This is because gold is considered a long-term store of value and a hedge against really damaging things such as inflation or economic instability and wars. Even if prices seem high now, gold can still be valuable if you're aiming to preserve wealth over time rather than seeking short-term gains. If your current portfolio lacks exposure to gold, then don't just look at it as another investment. Look at it as insurance. Do you buy the insurance because of the price or because you want insurance? Gold typically acts as a safe haven, and it can help diversify your investments, reducing the overall risk, especially during market downturns. Now, gold tends to rise in periods of instability, and if you anticipate more bank crises, ongoing uncertainty, whether wars or economically, then gold may well continue to perform well. So we do not think that it's too late to buy gold, especially if you're seeking diversification, protection against inflation, or a long-term store of value. However, if your focus is on short-term gains, you do need to be cautious of potential price volatility. So there you have it. You have our top 4 questions that were asked this week when we met absolutely loads of you, which is fantastic. And you have any more other questions, why don't you check out one of these videos below or head to goldcore.com.